who do you want to play? I need one team out of the two potential, probably.
I guess I kind of hinted at it earlier, but I'm going to stick with Houston. Not to say one's going to be harder than the other, but I still think Houston is kind of they got some guys, obviously, Durant and the center there, Sengun, right? Yeah. So they got some guys, but I feel like Lakers need to be in a game where maybe it's kind of like mucked up a little bit, not, and maybe they can squeeze out a couple wins there. But yeah, again, if Minnesota is at all banged up and there's some injuries that we don't know of, then that's a different story. But kind of from what I saw tonight, I'm going to have to go with Houston. Yourself?
Oh, man. I said this last year, and I really don't want to say the same damn thing again, but I want to play Minnesota, man.
Might get it. You just might get it. Never know.
It's only because... not that Ant's not playing, but it's just that that his knee is not the same, right? And Jaden McDaniels, too, had a little knee issue. So not that it puts you on even ground because we were going to be out two guys regardless, but it gives you that little, maybe they have a little bit, they're less strength, less health kind of going into it like we are, right? So I would say Minnesota, but honestly, Eric, like we said earlier, it really doesn't matter. You just got to try to somehow win a game or two, especially the first one or two, since you have the home court, and figure out a way to get your guys back, to prolong the series or to even win the series, to get to the second round, to have your complete roster, which you didn't get enough of your complete roster the whole season. But when we saw it in March, they went 15-2, and we know what this team is capable of.
Yeah, I think if they could somehow, and maybe we're just in La La Land, but if they could through 4 games, if it could be 2-2 and whoever they play in a series, game 5, game 5 would probably be close to maybe 3.5 weeks post, Luka injury. Give or take, right? Yeah. We know the first round is usually pretty spread out. They don't play every other game as much. So, we'll see. I think if Lakers were healthy, I think they'd be pretty big favorites going into the first round.
Yeah.
To be honest, against either team, but they're not. So we'll have to see what happens Sunday and kind of go from there.
Yeah. I mean, we got to give JJ his flowers, man. They won 50 games last year. They've won 51 games, possibly 52 games this year.
I think they're at 52 now.
They have 52 right now. So 50 and 52, right? So he's gone up in wins. He's had to deal with LeBron being out to start the season. Austin Reeves having 2 stints, essentially, of missing a big chunks of the season. Luka being banged up a little bit too. So he's had to go through different things. Even in his first season, getting Luka halfway through and still figuring out how to get these guys to play the best. And I think he's done a tremendous job with his team over the last 2 years, and he has proven that he can be a good coach in this league. He just now has to win in the playoffs. And unfortunately, they don't have a healthy squad to do it, because you would think this year for sure, if they were completely healthy, I think they would be heavy favorites in the first round.
Yeah. I mean, he's navigated through obviously getting Luka halfway through the season last year, kind of incorporating that, them going on a kind of a run there, obviously having a disappointing playoffs, and then kind of similar to last, they had a lot of injuries this year, which has unfortunately just been the theme for a lot of teams. But they had a lot of injuries. LeBron, as you mentioned, the first 15 games. Austin Reeves only played 51 games. Luka, he was obviously at 64, had the recent injury, and he was kind of in and out of the lineup. So Ayton was just inconsistent. Marcus Smart, obviously when he has played, he's been really good, but he's had some injuries too. With Vando, kind of the saga there, he'll go 8 straight games without playing, and then all of a sudden he'll play 20, 30 minutes in a game and be effective. And so I guess just all things said, he's probably not going to get top 3 or a lot of votes and things like that, but
Sure.
he probably should, just because of everything that's been going on. And here we are with maybe 53 wins at the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing a hell of a job. I think if he can somehow devise a way to win this first round, that will speak volumes of how well he is. Not only just respected by his team, like I feel like he will hold everybody accountable. And you've seen Luka and him kind of go at it. You've seen Vando and him constantly go at it, but they still come back and play for him hard. Right, like Vando's been a professional. He's sat out 8 games and come back and played. Right, so I think you have a level of understanding that he's a hard-nosed coach, and I think that bodes well for this type of team and hopefully for the playoffs.
Yeah, they're gonna. I mean, we know that they're gonna have to come up with some kind of like schematic kind of plan defensively, and it's gonna be like a coach may win a series with the Lakers first round. Like that's how important it is. Definitely. So he was out coached a little bit in over his head last season, if you remember, but maybe hopefully with that experience, obviously not dealt a great hand this year, but hopefully they'll come up with something to at least make the series interesting. And once it is interesting and it goes deep into the round, like 6-7 games, anything can happen.
For sure. All right. So next week we got play-in tournament, right?
Yep.
So we're going to have some guest shows that week. We're also going to have a special guest on next week that you guys will love. Oh, yeah. And then we'll be ready to go. We're going to be having live shows throughout the whole playoffs. You guys are going to see a lot of us during the playoffs. So be ready, Eric. And we'll be obviously keeping everybody updated on all the injuries in the NBA, and especially with the Lakers, Luka updates, Austin Reeves updates, and see what the Lakers can do in this first round here. But until then, Eric, we will see you all soon. The Hoops Re-Up team is out. Peace out, guys.
Peace out, everyone.